In the heart of the Islamic Golden Age, a young boy in Persia would rise to become one of the greatest minds the world has ever known. His name was Ibn Sīnā, known to the West as Avicenna, philosopher, physician, scientist, visionary. By the age of 18, he had mastered every known field of knowledge. By 21, he was curing kings and writing books that would define medicine and philosophy for centuries. From the hospital to the library, from logic to metaphysics, Ibn Sīnā shaped the very foundations of modern science and thought. This is not just the story of a man, it's the story of a mind that still guides us today. But Ibn Sīnā's genius wasn't just in what he discovered, it was in how he thought. Through his words, we glimpse the mind of a man who questioned everything, from the nature of the soul to the foundations of knowledge itself. Here are some of his most powerful and enduring ideas.
The knowledge of anything, since all things have causes, is not acquired or complete unless it is known by its causes.
In this statement, Ibn Sīnā emphasizes that real understanding requires more than surface-level information. To truly know something, one must understand its causes, what brought it into being, what it's made of, how it works, and why it exists. This idea reflects his deep commitment to rational inquiry and scientific thinking. For Ibn Sīnā, memorizing facts without grasping the reasons behind them is incomplete knowledge. Whether studying medicine, the natural world, or even the soul, knowledge must be rooted in causal understanding. His approach echoes the foundations of what we now call the scientific method. Observe, question, and seek the why behind the what.
The soul is independent of the body, and its essence is knowledge.
This quote captures one of Ibn Sīnā's most influential ideas, that the soul is not bound by the physical body, but exists as a separate, immaterial reality. He believed the soul's true nature is tied to awareness, thought, and the pursuit of knowledge, not to flesh and blood. This concept is deeply tied to his famous floating man thought experiment, where he imagines a person created fully formed, but floating in empty space, unable to see, hear, or feel anything. Even in that state, he argued, a person would still be aware of their own existence, proving that self-awareness and the soul exist independently of the senses or the body. For Ibn Sīnā, knowledge wasn't just what the soul does, it's what the soul is.
There are no incurable diseases, only the lack of will. There are no worthless herbs, only the lack of knowledge.
This saying reflects Ibn Sīnā's deep faith in the potential of human knowledge and the healing power of nature. To him, illness was not an unchangeable fate, but a challenge to be met with determination and understanding. A lack of will meant giving up before exploring all possibilities, and a lack of knowledge meant failing to see the cures hidden in the world around us. Through study, observation, and persistence, he believed humanity could unlock the remedies nature had already provided, turning despair into hope and sickness into recovery.
Medicine is a science from which one learns the states of the human body, the causes by which health is lost, and the means by which it may be restored.
Ibn Sīnā saw medicine not as a collection of remedies, but as a disciplined science rooted in observation, reasoning, and experimentation. For him, understanding the states of the human body meant studying anatomy, physiology, and the natural balance of the body systems. He emphasized that illness does not appear randomly. It has causes that can be identified, studied, and prevented. Once health is lost, the physician's role is to apply both natural knowledge and learned skill to restore it. This perspective placed medicine in the realm of philosophy and science, elevating the physician to not just a healer, but a scholar of life itself. It's a vision that made the Canon of Medicine a reference for doctors across the Islamic world and medieval Europe for over 500 years.
The world is divided into men who seek truth and men who seek to protect their illusions.
Ibn Sīnā captures a timeless divide in human nature, between those who bravely confront reality and those who hide from it. Truth seekers are guided by curiosity and intellectual honesty. They test assumptions, welcome evidence, and adapt when confronted with new facts, even if it means letting go of long-held beliefs. In contrast, those who protect their illusions often choose comfort over clarity. They cling to familiar narratives because change can be unsettling, even threatening. Yet illusions, no matter how comforting, can trap us in ignorance and block progress. Ibn Sīnā's insight is a call to courage. The willingness to face truths, however inconvenient, is the only path to genuine understanding and growth. His words remind us that wisdom demands both open eyes and an open mind, even when the view is uncomfortable.
The stronger the imagination, the more profound the knowledge.
Ibn Sīnā emphasizes the critical role of imagination in achieving deeper understanding. He believed that imagination is not just fanciful thinking, but a powerful cognitive tool that enables individuals to transcend rote learning and superficial facts. A strong imagination allows one to conceptualize abstract ideas, forge connections between seemingly unrelated concepts, and explore possibilities beyond immediate sensory experience. This creative process enriches intellectual inquiry, leading to insights that are more nuanced and profound. For Ibn Sīnā, imagination acts as a bridge between the material world and higher intellect, facilitating a deeper, more holistic grasp of knowledge that integrates reason, intuition, and creativity. For Ibn Sīnā, knowledge was not a possession to be hoarded, but a light meant to be passed on. Unlike material wealth, which diminishes when divided, knowledge multiplies with every exchange. When you teach or share what you know, you not only reinforce your own understanding, but also spark new ideas in others, creating a cycle of learning that expands far beyond the original source. This philosophy drove Ibn Sīnā to write over 200 works, covering medicine, philosophy, astronomy, and more, ensuring that his wisdom would reach generations he would never meet. In his view, true immortality lies not in monuments or riches, but in the minds you enlighten.
The more perfect the understanding, the greater the love of truth.
For Ibn Sīnā, the pursuit of truth was not just an intellectual exercise. It was a natural consequence of developing the mind. As understanding deepens, illusions and falsehoods lose their grip, and the mind hungers for reality in its purest form. To him, truth was like a light. The clearer your vision, the more you crave its brilliance. This idea reflects his belief that knowledge is not complete without an ethical and emotional alignment toward honesty, justice, and reality. A truly educated person doesn't just know facts, they are compelled to seek, protect, and live by truth. This connection between intellect and moral integrity lies at the heart of Ibn Sīnā's philosophy.